Just did a little quick review on the Ruger GP100 match champion, 10mm with its little moon clips. For about the same weight, the original FBI gun, the 1076 in 10mm, you get 9+1. If you don't want the SIG style decocker there, you can do the 1066 and then have the frame mounted decocker. And if you want the 5-inch barrel, then you can do the 10006. So I brought all these out today. It's just kind of a 10mm sort of a day. The 1076, again, something that the FBI was supposed to carry, and they wound up switching over to the 40 short and weak. The recoil on these is pretty reasonable. I mean, even though they say, oh, it's 10mm, it's supposed to be a problem, but these really aren't hot loads. Maybe if I was shooting buffalo boar, maybe that would be a problem, but those are not bad at all. The 1066, they only made about, I think, 5,000 of these, made about 13,000 of these, and I think they made even more of the 10006, the 5-inch version. The 4-inch barrel was, one of the originals for the 10mm cartridge. I'm not sure if the Bren had a 4 or a 5, but now we're seeing a lot of 6-inch barrels in the 10mm, just to take more advantage of the energy you get from the added barrel length, or I should say the speed you get from the added. There we go. So, these, as far as the carry gun goes, yeah, they're heavy. They're all steel. But that all steel does really help out with the 10mm, the recoil of them. And, like I said, they're not bad recoil at all. And for a duty pistol, certainly something to think about. Home defense, possibly, if you wanted something that would probably penetrate more than you wanted it. I've had 2 ejections that didn't go off to the right. That's the first I've had with any of these Smith 3rd gens. Generally speaking, these are real consistent guns. So, there's also the 1026, which I believe is, the 1026 or the 1046 is the 5-inch version of the one with the SIG style decocker, and then there's the 26 or 46, whichever one, and then the 86, which are double action only, 4-inch and 5-inch. And one of those, it's either the 1046 or the 1026, they only made like 141 of them, so those are obviously very hard to come by. These, 13,000 of the FBI guns, I think they made more of the 1006. They made about 5,000 of these 1066, so they're a little bit harder to come by. They can all share magazines, which is nice. As far as getting perks for them, that I'm not sure of. Somebody was on the phone with the gun store when I happened to be there, and they needed an extractor or an ejector, I can't remember which, for 1026. If the guy had been in the store, I probably would have offered to buy it from him, because I'm pretty sure one of the parts from these would work for that. So even if I had to do a little bit of cannibalizing, I would have had 4 of the 6 of the 10mm family. Obviously not the hardest to come by ones, but anyway, though, I've shot fairly hot loads through these. They're really not bad. There's certainly no worse to shoot it than in the Glock, and I didn't have any hot loads really for the Ruger today. But if I did, I'd be very surprised if there was much of a difference in terms of recoil. So if you want to get a 10mm, I think I saw one of these at a gun show for about $400, which really surprised me. Usually I think these are about $650 or so. These are $900 to $1,000, somewhere in that general ballpark, about $1,000 on the 1066. Magazines are still easy to come by. They are kind of a pain to load. But, overall, as far as a 10mm option, if you want something different than, the 1911s that are out in 10mm right now, or you don't want a Glock, or you want something just as well as your Glock, the auto-loading 3rd Gen Smiths are certainly something that's worth considering. So, these are 3rd Gen Smith & Wesson 10mm.